Yeah, so I am speechless. The internet just kept on disconnecting. I hope I solved the problem. Alright, so I'm gonna try this one more time. If it doesn't work this time around, I mean, it's been the third time, right? So I got disconnected twice. I hope this third time is gonna work. Because the market is gonna be opening up in 26 minutes. It did kind of ruin the live stream, in all honesty. But you know what? Let's stay positive. Let's keep going. All right. So to the people that are here, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. The internet is actually really fast. I don't know why it disconnects. So I have a feeling that the internet is so fast that it disconnects. It's kind of strange. It's like there's so much bandwidth that perhaps my laptop cannot handle it. So I just put the internet cable back into the router because I was using the cable as it was. Put it back into the router. I wasn't using the router. I'm going to use it via the router now. I really hope it does not disconnect this time, because if it does, then that would be really sad. Hopefully it is better now. I really do hope that the internet is better now. I have no idea why it just disconnected. But the internet is really fast, like undeniably fast. Too much speed does not do that. I have no idea. It's strange. It says the speed is like, let me just hold up. Let me do a quick speed test. Hold up. I'm gonna do a quick speed test. I'm gonna show you my screen right now, right? So I'll show you what I mean. So let's do a speed test. So this is my current speed right now, right? It's working perfectly fine. So yeah, I don't know why it's disconnecting. And this is via the router. Like the speed was like 3 times that speed before I put the cable in the router. All right, let's just pretend like nothing happened. Let's just pretend like nothing happened, and let's keep going. Man, that was Interesting. I'm just going to quickly check some settings. Make sure everything is running smooth. All right. Okay, so I was talking about Palantir. Palantir is looking really good. I foresee that the CPI report is going to be positive. So we're probably going to see an inflection downwards. It's not going to be down a lot, but I do think it's going to be down. As last time we had the CPI report come out, we had the highest result in about 30 years. I think there's a good chance it's going to be lower. Several other countries out there have shown lower CPI, lower inflation for the month of July. And so we could definitely see the same thing happen for the United States. And that would be a very positive thing for the growth stocks. It would be very positive for Palantir as well. We have the 10-year. Look, the 10-year yield is steadily increasing right now, but it's still not very high. It's not sitting at 1.7. After a massive spike, it's just sitting at 1.3. Nothing to be worrying there. And overall, I mean, Palantir, we have earnings coming up on the 12th of August. The stock sold off, as of recently, sold off 26% from the top. It came back up about 13%. And I do think earnings are going to be very good for Palantir. They've been performing very good the past couple quarters. And there is a chance that they might report a profit. And so these things combined, and including the technicals, looking like, you know, pretty good right now. MACD just crossed recently, almost like 10 days ago. The MACD crossed to the upside. Generally speaking, when that happens, we see these big rallies for Palantir when the MACD crosses, right? So, yeah, looking pretty good here for Palantir. I would say it looks like we're going to see a 20% increase either right before, right on, or right after earnings. It's going to be absolutely wild. It's only up 1% right now. Only up 1% in the pre-markets. Yeah, so it seems like the internet is consolidating. It seems like the internet is actually functioning well now. I think I solved the problem. I really do hope I did. Make sure you smash the like button. It would help the channel. It would help to get the stream out there to the people that just missed out on the stream because of that unfortunate disconnection. Hopefully we will not see another disconnection. What's really confusing is that this internet that I currently use is incredibly fast. I also have no idea why it abruptly disconnected twice in the past hour. So it seems to be related to the stream because it did not disconnect previously. Gara, are you in your new apartment? Yes, I am in my new apartment. So that's, you know, I'm kind of getting adjusted to the new internet and the new everything. So hopefully it's going to be working fine now. Tell your neighbors to get out of Wi-Fi. It's not the case. It has nothing to do with the Wi-Fi. Maybe it's one of the, I don't know, something, maybe it has to do with the laptop, actually. But yeah, so far, I think, looks like the problem is solved. Yeah, so a 20% increase on Palantir, very, very likely. I have to share the link again. There we go. Yeah, AMC is going up because they had good earnings. AMC is up 10.5%. But yeah, keep in mind, AMC, I mean, AMC is still quite overvalued in my opinion. Yeah. What can I say? It's still a dying company, and its market cap is higher than it's ever been still. So I do not think that this rally is going to last. Unless there's high short interest, which we all know the short interest already came back down a lot. So there seems to be a dead cat bounce so far. Tesla is going flat. We actually had negative news coming out for Tesla. The domestic vehicles they sell in China are going down substantially versus a month previously. So we have to look out for that. It looks like they're getting driven out of China as they're actually exporting most of their vehicles to Europe. Netlist is up 1.2% in the pre-market. That is interesting. Robinhood is down 0.5 percentage point. We have Virgin Galactic slightly down. BYD flat. 10 cents up 3.2%. DIDI actually heading up 2.3% in the pre-market. Lovely. Baidu up 1.4%. Alibaba up 1.2%. Seems like the big Chinese tech companies are doing quite well. Value stocks mostly flat. Big banks kind of flat as well in the pre-markets. A lot of these stocks are sort of sitting flat right now in the pre-market. Although, look at this. Nano Dimension is going up 3.6%. There we go. To the freaking moon, right? So Nano Dimension looking good. Bionano Genomics going up 0.6%. Growth stocks prior to the CPI report, which, the CPI report is going to be tomorrow. It seems like growth stocks are heading up. Let's check Netflix. Netflix not doing anything. Amazon not doing anything. Google's probably going to correct as well. So yeah, big tech, big corporations that have massive market caps, sitting flat right now. Growth stocks, Palantir's up 1%. AI, what? AI should be up right now. Yeah, so AI is up 0.6%. Pre-market did an update here. Snowflake is probably not updated as well. Let me check. Snowflake is also in the green, up 0.4%. Lucid Motors is up 1.1%. XPeng going flat. Li Auto up 1%. Neo up 0.8% prior to earnings. So high-risk stocks are actually coming back up, which could be a good sign. It could be that institutions and hedge funds out there, they are anticipating a better CPI report than last month. I'm surprised that Tesla's not going down that much. You would expect Tesla going down at least a percentage point. DIDI is up 14%. Let me check. Oh, wow. 3D Systems Corporation. Is this 3D printing? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, their annual revenue is going down substantially, though. I don't know what to think about this company. Back to Palantir. Yeah, it seems like Palantir is just very weak. It's sitting at $23. That's the price that it's been sitting at for almost 3 whole quarters, at an average of about $22 to $23. And we have good earnings coming up. CPI could be down. Wall Street Bets is talking about this stock again. It should be up more. It did go up 5% yesterday, but it's still very weak. Like, relative to past movement that we've seen with Palantir, it's barely moving. All right, we have 14 minutes left until the market opens up. Once again, I want you guys to smash the like button, especially because the stream got disconnected twice. We got 300 people watching. If everybody would hit the like button right now, that would help the stream out a lot. I think I fixed the internet problem. It's not disconnecting anymore. I put the cable in the router. Hopefully, it's going to be well. It's going to be running well. But, yeah. We still have that 1080p going on, right? So you can watch this in maximum quality. Hopefully, no more disconnects from here. So smash that like button. Let's get 200 likes. Let's get everybody back into the stream. We have 13 minutes left until the market opens up. I am really excited. I've had an amazing August so far. Many of my stocks have gone up, and I think a lot of you are actually benefiting from this as well. And I think it's going to get even better, especially if the CPI report is going to be heading down. So exciting week, exciting month. So far, loving this month. I'm actually going to become 24 this month. Well, obviously this year. 21st of August. I mean, it's my lucky month. What can I say? Made the most gains so far in this month. AMC, Tesla. Yeah, I bought some NLST actually. I bought some Netlist. Netlist should be doing good. Yeah, 11 days until my birthday. I'm definitely going to celebrate that. It's going to be great. You know what's really funny? The price of Palantir right now is what my age is. 23. I'll be 24 very soon. Although I've heard from many people that I look like 30 or 35 or even 40. I look a little bit older for my age, which is kind of awkward. Oh my god, happy 50th, exactly, right? That's kind of the sentiment. Meet Kevin said yesterday that he predicts another bad CPI report this month. What's funny is that he like the opposite of what he's saying is happening actually. The other time he was like it's going to be good and now it's bad. We'll see. I don't think anybody knows. I think there's a good shot of it being a little bit lower. It's still going to be high. I don't think it's going to be higher though. You look 28. Oh gosh, I don't know how to take that. You know, is it like a compliment or is it like a should I be offended right now? I actually once told this girl that I thought she looked like she was 16, and she was actually 24. I thought she was like looking very young, and she got really angry at me. Apparently, if you tell people they're younger than they are or older than they are, they can get really offended. I mean, some people take life too seriously. DIDI is up 2% in pre-markets. Somebody just said 2.3%. Baidu, yeah, Chinese stocks are doing well right now. Palantir is actually coming down. It's filling the gap. It's coming down. It's up 0.7%, but it was up 1.5%, sitting at 23.3. Now it's sitting at 23.09. Gara's beard is his secret weapon to beat the market. I agree. We have 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes until the market opens up. I want you to absolutely obliterate the like button, as this is the last day before the CPI report, right? So the CPI report is going to be coming tomorrow. I will be covering that tomorrow, so make sure you obviously tune in tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. It's going to decide whether we have a bullish market for the growth stocks or whether the growth stocks are going to sell off significantly. Yeah, big tech is not really rallying right now. And we can see the Nasdaq actually going up. We see the MACD is actually about to cross again. It seems like it's not big tech that's carrying the market right now. It is the smaller tech companies that are actually heading up. We're talking like stocks like Palantir and AI actually been going up. And the smaller companies are charging right now, right after we saw the big companies, the big tech companies going up. Really, really interesting. Let's see. Palantir. Yeah, Palantir's actually heading now still. That is really unfortunate. Yep. Oh, what's happening to the Russell? Russell's coming back down slightly. Let's check the 1 minute. Do you see that? Red candles. Like right before market open. It's starting to go negative. This is the Russell. And it came down 0.9%. 0.09%. Let's see if it's going to hold up. But I think it's actually going to head down right before the market opens. The trend is holding up, but it is testing it right now. On the 1 minute. If it breaks, it could break all the way back down. Let me check. I think that a 2,225 makes sense. It's not that far down, but, you know, it could go negative. If that happens, the Russell goes negative. And yeah, it's proceeding to go down still. Let's see what's happening with the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is also sort of like starting to move lower now, prior to the market opening up. So we're seeing selling pressure right before the market opens. And the MACD is about to cross on the 30 minutes. Let me check the S&P right now. I think the same thing is happening to the S&P. Right, classic. Checking Coinbase. Coinbase is sitting at 280. It's been benefiting a lot from the crypto rally that we have seen. You know, Bitcoin went up to 46,000. We had Ethereum going to the 3,200s. And this could potentially mean they're going to have better earnings as well, because they obviously take fees. This, right now, what I'm seeing on the 1 hour just basically seems like we're going to see a correction for Coinbase after earnings, unless earnings is really good. So, and keep in mind, Coinbase went up 24% recently from the 220s. And it seems like cryptos are topping out. I would not be surprised if we see Coinbase actually just come back down to, 250 right after earnings. It's a bit of a sell-off. So that's currently what I'm thinking. Unless they really beat earnings, this is what I'm currently thinking for Coinbase. If they beat earnings, straight up to the 300s. All right, we have 5 minutes left. And we have a donation coming up from Sergey Caprian. Thank you so much. It's a $5 donation. Sergey says, "Hey, Gara, can you take a look at Nano Dimension? What are your predictions on it?" Yeah, so I think I covered Nano Dimension for a second there. My prediction for Nano Dimension, I think if the CPI is going to be positive here for Nano Dimension, it's going to go back to the 7.2, 7.5 dollar range short term. We also have earnings coming up. I think that's on the 18th of August. The MACD's crossing, RSI is sitting pretty low. I think if it hits 7.2, 7.5 before earnings and we see a positive result for earnings, it might actually go all the way to the $8. So that's currently what I'm thinking for Nano Dimension. So I would say at 6.5, it looks like an okay deal, so long as CPI is going down, not going up, in comparison to last month. It's kind of what we're looking at right now for Nano Dimension. But I'm fairly bullish in Nano Dimension. It looks like this is the dip right now. It's still, it's going up 3.3%, but 6.5 is still relatively cheap considering what's to come. So long as they don't dilute their shares, because I've seen them do that very often, actually. Robinhood going down. Remember, I did say that Robinhood was going to come down, so no surprise there. It is heading down 0.5 percentage point, going flat. I think most of the interesting stuff already happened to the stock, and right now it's just going to consolidate and find its own baseline. DIDI is going down. Wow, that is interesting. It was up 2.3%. Now it is down. Down 2% from where it was. That's just classic DIDI. Like, what can I say? It's a classic DIDI. It's pretty wild. Like, imagine that. You're up like 2.3% and then suddenly it just drops 2%. Like it is nothing. Yeah, you can see we had a gap to the upside, then we had another gap to the downside, filling the gap that we had to the upside, which is just lame. And Palantir seems to be going down as well. Yeah, Palantir going down. We're seeing some of these stocks coming down right now. Yet the indices are staying kind of stable. That is interesting. And we're seeing slowly seeing big tech rise. So small tech is kind of selling off slightly, while big tech is coming back up. Yeah, we're seeing all of these small tech companies go down. AI, Palantir, BNGO, Nano Dimension, Virgin Galactic, all of them, anything related to high risk, high growth, it's pulling back right now, right before the CPI report, which is going to be tomorrow. That, it does make sense. This, people are cautious. They're waiting to see what happens with CPI. They want to know, is inflation actually going up? Are we going to see higher inflation? The 10-year moving lower. So that is, in my opinion, that's good. That is definitely good for growth stocks. Tesla was upgraded to 840. Oh, that is amazing. That is definitely amazing. All right, so we have 1 more minute left. We have 1 more minute left. I'm curious what's going to happen with Tesla, actually, because they had bad news. So let's take a look at Tesla right here as the market opens up. Actually, I'm not that curious. I'm actually curious what's going to happen with Palantir. Yeah, the market just opened up. Let's hit the opening bell. Let's go. Market just opened up. And Palantir is down. So it was up. Remember, Palantir was up 1.5%. Now it is negative. It's heading down. C3.ai is heading up. It's up 0.6%. AMC is up 8.4%, but it's coming down from higher levels. So it's actually heading down. Palantir seems like we're seeing it shoot above. Bit of a shooting star. And Palantir now positive, up 0.3%. Tesla, rightfully so, coming down 0.2% because, of course, the result that they had in China was incredibly bad. So it is down 0.3%. Although I don't think it's going to be... It's more like short-term bearishness. Palantir up 0.5 percentage point. AI up 0.6 still. DIDI is down a percentage point. Like, what the hell's happening with DIDI, right? It was up 2%. Now it is suddenly down 1%. Robinhood is going up 0.7%. Netlist is still not opening up for some reason. Virgin Galactic is down 2.8%. That is wild. We have AMD heading up. Look at that, skyrocketing upwards. Up 1.4%. Nvidia going up 0.5%. Big tech, slightly green, I would say. Apple's not loading for some reason. Microsoft not loading. Well, what the... That's strange. That is weird. I don't know why this is happening. This has never happened before. Really strange. I cannot load any chart. Let me fix the problem. Hold up. I'm gonna try to load another program in the background, see if that one works. No, it's not the internet. It's the app itself that's not functioning. Because the internet is working fine. Today is just everything is just going parkour right now. Really wild. For some reason the trading view is not working. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Right, so it's working again. Amazing. Ooh, I was panicking for a moment. Palantir up 1.5%. That's what we're talking about. Palantir is heading up. Let's go. Let's freaking go. That is amazing. Palantir is shooting up right now. It is shooting. And it's coming back down. AI is up 0.67%. And DIDI, my gosh. My freaking gosh. DIDI is just going back and forth. Back and forth. Up 2%, then it's down 2%, and it's up a percentage point. Let's check Netlist. Yeah, Netlist is just not. Oh, it's up. Okay, so it's up 4.4%. I think Netlist is doing a little weird because it's like on a different market. It's on the OTC. I'm glad that it's up because I do have Netlist in my portfolio. I bought $2,000 worth of Netlist yesterday at a discount, at a 20% discount basically. Very glad that I bought Netlist yesterday. C3.ai, it's shooting up 2.3%. Yes, freaking yes. Finally, some upside. C3.ai is up 2.3% right now, right as we speak. Oh my gosh. Can we finally see a 10% rally? I mean, this is it. This could be it. This could be it. It seems like people are catching on to C3.ai. I hope so, at least. C3 is going up. I talked about this on the Instagram. I talked about this on Discord. C3.ai was sitting freaking cheap. If they have one positive catalyst, the stock is going to shoot back up to $70. Palantir is up 1.7%. Here we freaking go. Let's go. 1.8%. And it's still going. It's going to keep on going because Palantir is a fantastic, phenomenal company. And they're going to report good news. They're going to have awesome stuff coming up. DIDI is only up 0.3%, so that's kind of sad. Palantir still proceeding to go up 1.8%, and let me check. Tesla's down 0.5 percentage points. Let's go. Very positive market right now. This is pretty much in anticipation of good CPI. Because this is happening right prior to the CPI report. I think this means that institutions can agree that CPI is heading downwards. I'm just assuming that right now, but I think this is the case. Palantir is up 2 percentage points, heading to the moon, 2.1%. Here we go. And we talked about this. We talked about this yesterday. We talked about this last week. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. And we're starting to see Palantir run up 2.2%. And yesterday, it was up 5%. There's a good reason why I put the CEO of the company, Alexander Karp, on the thumbnail. I think the stock is just going to keep on flying. And I think this is just the start of it, right? So it's up 2.2%. C3.ai is up 2.5%, sitting at 52. Palantir sitting at 23.4. And this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. This is just like, we're getting the crumbs right now. There's way more coming. There's a lot more coming. My portfolio is like, it's so freaking green right now. Whew. Palantir is up 2.5%. AI, similar amounts. Both of them going up at the same time prior to CPI. Let's see what's happening to some of these other stocks. DIDI up 0.4%. Robinhood is going up 1.4%. Virgin Galactic down 3%. Nano Dimension. Let's go. Nano Dimension up 8.2%. To the freaking moon. I just literally a couple moments ago I said that Nano Dimension was going to go to $7, $7.2, because the CPI report is going to be positive. And there we go. It's up 8.2% prior to earnings. I'm very happy for people that are holding Nano Dimension. I know a lot of people that are holding Nano Dimension at like $8 or $9, and I do think it's going to come back to that range very soon. So yeah, let's get it going. Smash the like button if you're enjoying the rally so far. I would appreciate it. So hit that like button right now to let me know that you are awesome. So let's get it going. Even Lucid Motors going up here. Lucid Motors going up 2.6 percentage points. XBang up 2.4%. Neo prior to earnings going up 1.7%. High risk stocks, high multiple stocks are rallying right before CPI. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq is going flat. We're seeing big tech just going flat because big tech already had its catalysts. We already have seen earnings for big tech. Now it's small tech's turn. And it looks like small tech is doing pretty well. We have a $10 donation coming up from Koamat Dang. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate it a lot. Gara, can you look at Fisker? Thanks. I can take a look at Fisker. Sure thing. Let me take a look at Fisker. By the way, guys, I want to say it one more time. Make sure you follow me on the Instagram. We called out C3.ai going up. We called out Palantir going up on the Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. The link is down below in the description. I'm going to quickly link you guys in the live chat as well. And I will give you a shout out if you follow me on Instagram. A lot of people are going to benefit from it because I post updates on Instagram fairly frequently. So make sure you hit it up. There we go. So yeah, link is in the description. It's also in the live chat. Fisker is up 26% right now after good earnings and potentially good CPI. I have no idea why it's going up right now. It's being pumped up massively. Really huge volumes coming in. Let me see if there's any good news for Fisker. Maybe they had good news today. Fisker Stock, Kansas City, Southern Jump, and more stock market movers. Fisker Stock rises as Morgan Stanley resumes coverage. And so Jonas set a $40 price target for the stock, but has a $90 bill case. All right, so there's a higher target on Fisker now. I think that could be it, but I don't really cover this company. So if that is it, then this is probably just a pump and dump. I think it's pumping up right now. Could possibly dump in the near term. But I do think long term this company is going to do quite great. It's going to face some resistance around $20. So that's going to be exactly what I'm going to say here. Maybe hits 20 and then pulls back down to 17.5. But other than that, I don't know a whole lot about Fisker. The technicals show it could run up a little further, might hit the $20 resistance and then pull back. If the CPI is good, it could run to 25. It could just keep going. So, yeah. Yeah, if CPI is going to be good, it's going to run up so much. But yeah, we'll cover that, tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow with this stock. Looks like both AI and Palantir are going down slightly, but still up, very positive. And DIDI is going down again as well. DIDI is going negative. Robinhood is going down. So all these risky stocks are going back and forth. Amirali coming in with a €2 donation. Hey, what do you think of Workhorse at the moment? I don't know, because they recently, a couple months ago, I think they missed out on a contract, and that really, yeah. So they don't really have any revenue source. They don't have anything going for them. It could benefit maybe, from a potential, good CPI report could benefit from that, but they don't have anything going for them right now. So MACD is crossing on the 4 hours. On good CPI, it could definitely go, maybe it goes back to 11.5 or something, but it kind of seems a little bit dead at the moment. Like, not a whole lot is going on with it. Just quickly. There we go. AI, Palantir, still in the green. Let's see, Tesla's down 0.6%. Virgin Galactic down 4%. Look at that. I expected it to go to the 38 before going down. So, but I've been bullish on Virgin Galactic ever since it hit that $28. I bought some at 28, at 30, at 33. And, you know, it's been rising quite significantly since then, right? So it's been going up pretty much 25%. And for it to be correcting, I mean, I think it makes sense. It doesn't have to be the end of the world, but a correction is a correction. Oh, yeah, by the way, shout out to the people that just followed me on Instagram. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Let me see. There's a couple people that just followed. JL Gonza, 1980. Being Daya. Spiro. SXBXTXL. Trevor Shirt. And Dogaru. Ionut Edward. Thank you for following the Instagram. Make sure you follow. If you haven't done that yet, do it right now. I'll give you a shout out, right? So I'll give you a shout out for that. And I post very frequently on the Instagram. I posted about the stocks that went up today on the Instagram. That's what I mean with I post very frequently. Because I have fixed times for the YouTube, but with the Instagram, I can post at any time. So follow me on the Instagram. Instagram link is going to be down below in the description, and it's also going to be in the live chat. So check it out if you have not followed yet. And of course, we also have a Discord community. So if you haven't checked that out, the link for that is down below as well. All right, so let's get back to business. Yeah, Palantir just dropped like it's dropping quite fast actually. It is dropping quite fast. I have to say, like really fast. Seems like people are taking profits at 23.5. That is a big resistance. Very big resistance. It needs to go above that. So 23.5 is a very big resistance. We briefly hit 23.5, and then instantly it came back down as the sell orders came in. We have the Russell going negative too, so that's not really helping. And yeah, so it's the Russell going negative, right? The 10-year's going up slightly too. We're seeing Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, kind of flattening out and going down. Coinbase going down too. Like I said, it looks like Coinbase could come down because cryptos are kind of topping out. And the MACD was about to cross, so I think Coinbase could come back and fill the gap to 260, maybe hit 250 at some point. 255. And that could be a potential buying opportunity if their earnings are going to be good. One moment. Yeah, look at that. Coinbase is dropping like a hat. It's down 3.6%. Remember, just a minute ago, I told you guys it's going to drop, and it's dropping right now. Isn't that fantastic? Netlist up 3%. It is recovering. Looks like the MACD is going to be crossing. It is oversold on the 1 hour. It is heading upwards. I think there's a good shot of Netlist actually. I think it's just going to consolidate at this area. And if it's going to break out, I think it could come back to $7. So I would say my target would be kind of back to the 7. Fill the gap. That would be beautiful. That would be a nice gain. Honestly, that would be like 18% to the upside. Nano Dimension still up 6.5%. We had a spike. Palantir heading down really fast. But I still think Palantir is looking good. It has to do with the Russell. The Russell is coming down incredibly fast. We're seeing big tech. Big tech is going up, right? So Apple going up 0.7%. Facebook up half a percentage point. We have Google going up half a percentage point as well, which is interesting, right? So this is happening right prior to the CPI. Some crazy stuff. Small caps go up, then they go down, and we see big tech going up. The Dow Jones is not doing anything, so value stocks are kind of flat. Sort of flat. Let me check. Chinese stocks are doing well. All the Chinese stocks are doing well except DIDI. Classic. Right, so anything that is not as risky as DIDI is going up. But that's obviously short term. I think DIDI is going to outpace all of these stocks very, very soon. So long, obviously, as it's not going to be delisted. We have a new member. Welcome to the Lucid gang, Yasir Al-Kuthami. Welcome. Cheers. You can now use the special emojis, and when we have the membership mode activated, you'll be able to send me messages, and I'll pretty much read everything. So cheers. All right. Recovery stocks in the green. That makes sense because they were quite oversold. Overall, I would say, these growth stocks are not necessarily surging a lot, but definitely looking positive. Like, as in, most growth stocks are green, while the Russell's kind of red. And Tesla's going down 1.23% after bad domestic deliveries in China. We had a couple people following the Instagram. Let me see. Cheers to Dogaru, Personal Trainer, PDX Lex, M1 Evolution, Yu Yang, Fed Jenny, Pedro LG 33. Thank you for following the Instagram. Now, if you want to get a shout out, make sure you follow the Instagram. Link is in the description. And like I said, I really do post very frequently there. AMC is up 7.4%. We did predict the run up, and I predicted to go down too. So we predicted the run up. Now it's going to come down. Well, not necessarily now, but any time in the next coming days. Oh, my eye is like itching like a lot right now. It's pretty wild. Oh man, this is horrible. Palantir down almost 2% from the high that we had. So it hit that resistance at 23.5, and it came down almost 2%. That is a lot. Really, really interesting. Lucid Motors still heading up 2.1%. Looks like maybe the Tesla downturn might have to do with it. Slowly seeing NIO, Li Auto, and XPeng going down here, as we are seeing the Russell heading downwards prior to CPI. A sharp downturn. That is a downturn of approximately 0.75%, and it's getting worse and worse right prior to CPI. So, like I said, we got to be cautious. Palantir is about to go negative. Netlist was up 5% for a moment there. That is interesting. DD still down. Oh no! Stocks were positive and now they're all coming down. Even C3.ai. But I mean, it makes sense, right? So what do you expect? A day before CPI, anything could be happening. Tesla sitting at 704. Let me just remove these lines. Palantir still up half a percentage point, so it's positive. C3.ai up a percentage point too. Hold up. That's interesting. Seems like we're losing a lot of momentum right now. Doge is down. Bitcoin, look at that. Bitcoin down 2%. Ethereum down half a percentage point. Coinbase going down 3.8%. Tesla down 1.2%. Palantir flat. AI? That's kind of painful, man. Look at that. MACD crossed, RSI sharply moving down. What should I think of this? I think it's still consolidating, right? So a lot of people are kind of cautious. Wait and see until CPI. And then that CPI report will be deciding where things are heading. Yeah, Apple going up a percentage point. Look at that. Ooh. That's interesting. I mean, in terms of like PE ratio, I mean, Apple has a good PE ratio relative to the market. One might even say it's a little undervalued, but I still think it's quite bloated. I don't think there's a lot of growth in Apple for the foreseeable future. Maybe Q4 could be interesting. Q3, Q4. Nano Dimension still up massively, right? 6.6%. BNGO still in the green. Virgin Galactic is just plummeting really fast. The dollar is heading up. Gold is getting absolutely destroyed. Gold is down substantially. Oil is going up 1.3%. AI up 1.4. Still not really, not really moving that fast. I think by now, I actually expected way faster movement to the upside. If people are actually confident that CPI is going to be coming down here, there should be no reason for these stocks to be sitting flat, as they're oversold massively. Let me check the short interest for C3.ai. See if we can find that. It's a lot of shares. About 5.5 million shares were short. But that was the 15th of July. That's fairly recent. 8% of the float. It's high, but it's not super high. Fairly doable. Nvidia and AMD are also coming down. Interesting. Look at that Netlist coming down substantially here. Virgin Galactic still selling off. And the Russell's actually bouncing back up. You see that? So the Russell is bouncing back up. But we're seeing the stocks in this list actually go down substantially further. Even Lucid coming down now. That is interesting. Very chaotic market, I have to say. Everything's just going back and forth, short term. That is really interesting. It makes sense, right? So there's a lot of chaos. What if CPI is higher tomorrow, then something else happens? And what if CPI is coming in lower than expected? Then growth stocks go up. If CPI is just unchanged, what's going to happen then? So there's a lot of uncertainty. And we're seeing stocks going back and forth crazy. Although it's not high amounts, but it's notable. It is very notable. Triple top on Neo, somebody said. Oh, that's bad. We had several tops on Neo. Let's just grab the major tops, right? This could be, yeah, that's bad. This could definitely mean that there's downside coming for earnings, potentially. But it's mostly dependent on CPI. That is going to be dictating where this is going to be heading. I don't think the third top is completed yet, though. So we cannot say yet what's going to be happening. Lucid is still up 1.8%. Pretty cool. Palantir coming back up slightly. It looks like it's kind of consolidating around 23. That's good. That's good news. It's better than going down, right? So I would rather have Palantir consolidate than go down here. It's up 1% and it's coming back up. We're seeing a bit of a green candle. Hopefully Alexander Karp is not going to sell his shares here. That'd be really awkward. DIDI still down. Somebody said Etsy's flying. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, Etsy's looking really good right now. Wow. I like what I'm seeing on the 4 hours. Looks like Etsy's gonna skyrocket here. Hold up. Can we draw like a trend line? Yeah, I think Etsy's gonna fill the gap all the way back to the 200s. Looking good. Looking really good on the technicals. I mean, keep in mind, Etsy did sell off significantly, right? So recently. So it's kind of trading between this range, which is very... Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's kind of the range where Etsy's trading in. But it is definitely range bound. Palantir coming back up, but still struggling to go above 23.5. If Palantir goes above 23.5, it's going to go straight to the 25, and that is going to be wild. I still think Palantir's cheap. Netlist going down again, down 1.4%. Virgin Galactic down 5%. Hey Gara, how's your summer? Do you have time to meet friends? I meet friends in the weekend usually, but during the weekdays, I just, I'm covering the markets. But thanks for asking. The summer's been great so far. I hope everybody else is also having a great summer. Hopefully, COVID has not been a nuisance. Let's see. Yeah, this market, man, it's just going back and forth, back and forth. There's no straight direction where it's heading. It's kind of annoying because now even the 10-year is coming back up. Remember, the 10-year was down; it was negative. Now it's going positive. It's pretty wild. It's kind of chaotic. I like it. I mean, as a trader, volatility is your friend. CRBU is at it again today. Really. Oh yeah, I was quite bullish on CRBU. I remember that. Maybe I think I drew it on the 4 hours. Maybe I drew it on the 5 hour. Where did I draw? Where the hell did I draw this this line? Because it looks really weird. Anyway, the idea was that CRBU was going to go to the 30s, sitting at 27.3. I do think it's going to go to the 30s. Is it the 30 minutes? Darn it. Yeah, there's still room left. Especially if CPI is down. This stock is going to benefit from this. Unity. Checking Unity. I am bullish on Unity. We're going to have to see what happens for CPI and earnings. C3.ai coming back down. That's a bad sign. Palantir also coming back down. darn it. Looks like stocks are going sideways. The market does not know what it wants with inflation fears since February and now Delta. I agree. I definitely agree. By the way, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you do that right now. It takes about a second. It helps the stream. It helps the channel. So smash the like. Let's get to 200 likes right now. Also, let me know in the live chat which stocks would you like me to cover. I'll be polling something right now. We'll see. There we go. Will C3.ai hit $60 this week? See what people think. I mean, it's sitting at 51.2. It would have to go up 15%. Maybe even more than that, like 17, 20%. Oh boy. Oh man. Palantir's going down. C3's going down. Tesla's down 1.4%. This is prior to CPI. Oh no, please don't do this to me. Still sideways consolidation, so no confirmation of which direction things are heading. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's up and then it's down, and it's up and it's down. It's constantly. We're not seeing like a move that's rapidly heading up or rapidly heading down. It's just going kangaroo mode, just back and forth. Don't fall in love with the same ticker. Yeah, I agree. I would have to say that with the people that love AMC. Don't fall in love with the same ticker. Palantir about to go negative again. This is like mind-boggling. It was up 2.5%. And it sold off, and it's about to go negative. Same for C3.ai. It was up 2.5%. Now it's going negative. DIDI was up 2.5%. Now it's going negative. Robinhood was up 1.5%. Now it's going negative. Netlist was up 5%. Now it's going down 4%. Virgin Galactic was sitting flat. Now it's down 6.5%. So it's evidence that right now it looks like we're heading down. We're seeing more and more downside prior to the CPI report. Really interesting. Palantir's down, negative. This is just classic, right? This is peak. Frustration, right? Yeah. Looking at the Russell. Let's delete everything here. See this right now? You see this? This is like sideways consolidation. This usually happens when the market is uncertain, doesn't know what's going to be happening, and there's a catalyst coming up. So yeah, consolidation. So we're like waiting for a particular event to happen, which is the CPI report. Pounds are going negative, C3 going down. I would say this is a good opportunity to get into these stocks cheaply, as they're down. Still, Virgin Galactic down 7%. That is wild. Big tech heading up. Value stocks heading up. Dow Jones going up right now. And guess what? Growth stocks still selling. Gara, net list and RTP are down. Yeah, I saw. It's really messed. Whenever growth stocks jump at opening bell, it's always a dead cat. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's always a dead cat bounce. It doesn't have to be. Check Tattooed Chef. Let me just check. Yeah, I was bullish back then, and I'm still quite bullish on Tattooed Chef. I think we're kind of at the mercy of the CPI report tomorrow. Tattooed Chef has earnings, right? It's on the 12th. So depending on that report tomorrow, let's see what happens. Weekly is looking really good, actually. Yeah, it's overbought on the 4 hours. I think maybe potentially reach around 22. That is a resistance. But yeah, so if CPI is coming up high, then I think it could sell off all the way back to 21. If it's going to be up, or it's going to be down, it's going to keep going to 22 and potentially go down right after earnings. Or they crush earnings, absolutely, and just keeps going to the, to the all-time high. For now, I'm going to just say probably rally a bit further and then come down. Something like that seems to be quite likely, especially given that it just, since July, I mean, it's going up. It has gone up 15%. So, yeah, usually we see sell-off after earnings. Unless the stock is down significantly, I mean, usually it happens. What happened here? There we go. Palantir down 0.2%. C3 only up 0.2%. It was up 2.5% at some point, right? It's pretty wild. This is pretty darn wild. No freaking way. Netlist down 2.5%. Robinhood down 3.5%. Virgin Galactic down 7%. I mean, I did say Robinhood was going to come down. Remember that? Looks like it's bouncing back up. It filled the gap. It could come back even lower. Back to 53, maybe even 52. That is progressing right now. DIDI down a percentage point still. Still trading within this range. This was the resistance line that we drew, and it's following it. It is literally following it like super accurately. Bit of a triangle going on here. An asymmetrical triangle. Big tech is holding up. Yeah, so Dow Jones heading up. Russell is sideways. Nasdaq is not really going up that much. So what we saw is that the Dow Jones was initially negative. Now it's coming back up. So value stocks are coming back up. We have the 10-year actually going back up too. That's also bad for growth stocks. It's a bit of a spike. Oh boy. ADA, Cardano is heading up. Oh wow. Cardano is up massively. Up 6.5%. I actually have an altcoin that I've been holding for a while. Haven't really taken a look at that. But it's on my Binance, I believe. Let me see how that's doing. It is up massively. That's nice. Let me check. Hold up. Yeah, recovery stocks up, big banks up, value stocks up, big tech is up. Rotating back now to low risk. So risk off. We're seeing the same thing that we saw just the past couple months. I need some coffee for this. AMC to the moon, someone says. Yeah, AMC went up quite substantially. Tuesday's always terrible. I don't necessarily think it's always terrible on Tuesday. I mean, Palantir going up? No, Palantir's barely up, yo. It's just surviving over here, right? Dow Jones still climbing. Look at that big candle. The Dow Jones, and the MACD is actually crossing too. Looks like, yeah, all-time highs coming up on the Dow Jones. Right before CPI. I really do hope that the CPI report is not going to be disappointing. I think it's a high probability it's going to be lower than last month. Very high probability. There are many, many factors that are indicating that it could be lower. And when that happens, look at Nike. Nike's probably going up again. Here we go, Nike going up 0.9% casually. Market cap of $274 billion. Oh, man. What can I say? People want to go low risk, so they go Nike. They go McDonald's. Hold up. McDonald's. There we go. Oh, McDonald's is doing terrible right now. That's interesting. I would say low risk would be like Coca-Cola, Verizon, or something like that. Well, Verizon's also still down a lot. Yeah. Interesting. Let's do some proper technical analysis here. Let's take the time. Yeah, it seems like short term is bearish, but long term is still pretty good. That's all I'm seeing right now. It's kind of, it looks like we could see the 22.7 still be hit. That would act as a support line. So maybe consolidate right here. Depending what happens with the CPI report, we either see Palantir just go down all the way back to 22, maybe even 21.5, or CPI is going to be coming in hot and we see a massive surge above 23.5, going straight up to the 24 and even to 25 potentially. So I'm going to go with that one, right? I think it's going to be a positive report. So short-term bearish. We saw the the MACD's crossing on the 1 hour and the 30 minutes. That is indicating short-term bearishness. I think it's still going to be fine though. So we're kind of depending on what's going to be happening with that CPI report. But that's something we already knew, right? So not really surprising, in all honesty. Yeah, the daily chart is looking really good. The weekly chart is looking, I would say, I think it's looking really good. Yeah. Yeah, the Russell's, even the Russell is heading up. Yet we have some of these stocks just going flat. We have Virgin Galactic down. Netlist going green again. DIDI still down 1.1%. Alibaba is green. Very wild. Huge swings back and forth still. Both Nano Dimension and BNGO are green, but not up that much. Look at BNGO on the weekly. This is BNGO, potentially bottoming out. I would say for the coming weeks, it looks like if CPI is going to be positive, we might even see BNGO go to the $9 for the coming weeks. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, CPI is going to be, I think, about a 1 hour before the market opens up tomorrow. We'll definitely have to cover that. Interesting. Yeah, the Russell's still climbing. Dow Jones climbing really fast, hitting all-time highs. Nasdaq going down. Big tech is still up though. So small tech that's going down now. S&P is also hitting all-time highs. That's weird. It's really strange. Robinhood is down 5 percentage points. Remember what I said. Goes back to the lower 50s. Back to 54 as we speak. I think it's an interesting buying opportunity at the lower 50s. Still sitting at a 45 billion market cap though, but I don't think it's a bad buying opportunity. Obviously, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but MVST is up 14%. Yeah, I was bullish on this. It is up 14%. I said it would be hitting 12. It's sitting at 15, so it's outperforming what I even said. This is a big stock that's being talked about on Wall Street Bets, so that's the major reason it's going up. Palantir about to go down again. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Big tech is not having it, but I would say Apple is leading the way. Meanwhile, I thought Apple was going to come down after dividends, which it did, but it didn't come down all the way yet. I still think Apple is going to be coming down soon. Back to the lower 140s. So I think interesting buying opportunities right now with the current dip would be Tesla at 705. I really like... I still like C3.ai at 51. I liked the Palantir 22.9. Robinhood is looking interesting at 54. 54 is not bad. Netlist at 5.6. DIDI, obviously, 9.4. Still very attractive price. These are all quite interesting stocks. Maybe Li Auto. Nah, never mind. Li Auto's climbed up a lot. Maybe Coinbase if it keeps going down. It's now sitting at 267. Maybe it goes down to like 257. That would be an interesting buy. Or 250. Let me check Bumble. Bumble's up 0.5%. Match Group is down. Ooh. What do we say about Match? Right, we said Match Group was going to come down, which it did, and then right after it would run up. So it came down, and then it run up of 25%. And it's down again right after earnings, where it missed earnings, right? So we had a earnings miss, and it's down 0.2%. Sitting at 38 billion market cap. It's growing substantially still. Although with Corona kind of peaking, I think Match is it's gonna suffer. So I think it's just gonna consolidate, but it's oversold. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a jump here for Match, maybe back to the 150s, something like that. That's so disappointing. Gara, what is your view on Plug? Let me check. Plug Power, right? Yeah, Plug bounced for earnings. I can't say anything for Plug right now. I think it's mostly dependent on CPI tomorrow, and it's gonna be quite variable. I mean, look at how the market is reacting so far. It's just back and forth rotation. If CPI is good, I think it's going to run to 35. If it's bad, it will just dump all the way back to 22. You've been liking C3 since it was in the 100s. It's because the fundamental company behind it is still really good, and I do think over the years, a 100 is going to be a cheap price for C3. But right now it's sitting at 50. I mean, it's a massive discount to what we have seen recently. In fact, the CEO wanted to price the stock at $30. Then they priced it up to 40, and it's now sitting at 50. So I would say generally the stock is doing fine. It's just a lot of people had super high expectations, and then when these expectations were not met, that's when the stock price kept going down. But I think we're now in a period of time where there's a high probability that C3.ai could come out with some good news, maybe some higher growth, or even more customers that are using the products that they have. And I think the stock could rise on that substantially. If C3.ai, if CPI is going to be bad, where is C3.ai going to go? Well, I think it would go back down to 40. All the way to the 40s. Oh, oops. Maybe even the upper 30s. It will depend, right? So that CPI is important. If it's coming in higher, all growth stocks are going to suffer substantially. I just think there's a low probability of that happening, of high CPI. After the CPI that we had recently, which was incredibly high. Interesting. All right. I think I'm going to be wrapping up the live stream right now. Looks like stocks are kind of just going sideways at the moment. But I will be back in about 3 to 4 hours. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a couple hours. Well, this live stream is still ending though. Make sure you join the Discord community. I haven't said this enough. Make sure you join. If you have not joined that, join right now. It is a free community that you can be part of. There's 4,000 people that actually already joined. So we're just waiting, chilling, and hanging in the Discord. That's where we talk about stocks, trading, investing, finance. Stocks are about to go up. Stocks are about to go down. We talk about all of it in the Discord community. So hit that link up, join the community. It's completely free. So check it out. Link is down below in the description and in the live chat. If you join the Discord, do make sure you verify. There's a verification button to be able to join the Discord. And of course, the social media links are down below in the live chat. In the Discord. Yeah, guys, have an awesome day. We'll be back in a couple hours. I'm gonna have to do some things. I still think CPI is gonna be good tomorrow, so I'm not worrying too much about this, although the market right now is not taking it lightly. So, yeah, it's looking pretty tough still. All right, have a good day. We'll be back. We'll be seeing you in a couple hours, so tune in later. This was Lucid Trading. See you soon.